Howdy folks, time to start doing some more seed saving, and this time we're over here at the Flyers. Now I planted nasturtiums, I planted dahlias, I planted some thyme, I planted elysium, I planted marigolds, I planted zinnias, I planted sunflowers, and I planted cosmos. Out of all these that I planted, I only had these two cosmos live and that one sunflower. Started all these from seeds inside. Didn't do any good. Got them out here and put them in the greenhouse. Put a little black gold in them. Then they started responding. But still, I only had these two live. Now, as these cosmos have started drying out, as you can see on this one, they're starting to go to seed. They're seeding themselves. I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on this side. And I've got one coming up over here on this side. So, lesson learned. Next year, I'll just buy the plants and let them seed themselves. So folks, all I'm doing here when I'm saving these is I'm taking I got a little Ziploc bag here. And I've got my handy dandy little clippers here. And I'm just clipping these off. Trying not to drop any because don't want any more growing up, which, I mean, I guess that'd be fine. I just don't know how much longer they're going to live. With fall coming on, I'm not sure. We're all about saving our seeds here at Melanchthon Creek Farm. I made a video just the other day about saving our rattlesnake pole beans, and mentioned there that we still got our greasy beans left to harvest the seeds from, and we've already got some okra drying out in the greenhouse. I'm sure we'll have plenty of okra seeds because they're still growing, and I'm going to let them grow all up the way till frost. I've still got some more putting up to do on the okra, so we're definitely going to let that keep on growing. The video I made on when we was planting our fall garden, I made reference to the seed spacing. When we planting our seeds, there's usually a recommended seed spacing, and then there's a mature spacing that happens. Most people plant a little thick and then they thin out. And I've learned over the years, sometimes when you thin the plants out, if you're going to space them back apart and try to transplant them, they don't always live. So instead of spacing them real thick, we're going to pray that we're going to have good germination, and that the mature spacing on our seeding is going to work out. Speaking on that, let's take a break from this and let me show you something else over here. So over here on this side is where we planted, if you remember, our broccoli. And it's been 7 days. And there we go. We're already starting to see our first sprouts of broccoli coming up. Now, I've heard this is not very easy to grow. And it looks like we double planted there, but that'll be all right. We got 100% germination on our broccoli that we planted over here. Not only that, but we have our first signs of our cabbage coming up. So not many sprouts on that just yet. I've got that one, and there's another one on down the bed just a little bit. So they're starting to come up. Let's take a look at this bed over here and show you where we planted our lettuce. And as you can see, planted it a little thick, and we got a lot of seeds coming up, folks. We're gonna have a good patch of lettuce down here on this end. Look at that patch right there. I might have got a little heavy-handed when I was sprinkling these out, but we got a lot of germination on our lettuce mixture. And as we come down, we're starting to see our first signs of our winter giant spinach. One there coming up. So looks like we've got good germination. So it looks like we're gonna have a good patch of lettuce and spinach in this bed. So we're starting to see our first signs of our fall vegetables starting to come in. And while we're down here, let's go ahead and take a look down here at our pumpkins. And you can see they are really off and running. Seen our first bloom in here. And our pumpkin there. Got a lot of flowers starting to pop up. Looks like a lot of male flowers that will be coming on as well. So hopefully good pollination there. And if you're wondering about our watermelons, well, they're still growing as well as the cantaloupe. So you can see these cantaloupe vines are really good and green. We've got several over here that are starting to come on. And then of course on our watermelons, we got a few there, a couple new ones that are starting to come on. And then we got this one here that'll probably be our next one that we pick. So watermelons are still doing fairly well. Vines are definitely not as thick as they once were, but they're still growing. So we're gonna let them keep going. But anyway, just wanted to do a video this evening about saving some seeds on our flowers. Even though we didn't get many flowers that came up, we're gonna save what we got. That way we'll have them for next year. But I appreciate you joining us here this evening at Melanchthon Creek Farm. We'll see you next time. Y'all take care.